two of the most iconic artists of all time, two legends who shaped music history. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, Prince, the enigmatic purple one. Their rivalry was the stuff of legends, fueled by competition, clashing egos, and undeniable brilliance. But was it all just a feud, or was there a deeper connection between these two titans of music? Let's dive into the fascinating story of Michael Jackson versus Prince. You can't talk about the music of the 80s without talking about these two. They weren't just pop stars, they were revolutionaries. Michael Jackson was the global phenomenon. His moonwalk, his cinematic music videos, his unmatched sales records. Prince was the rebel, the virtuoso, the genre-blending genius who didn't just push boundaries, he demolished them. From the very start, their careers mirrored each other. Prince debuted in 1978 with For You. Jackson followed in 1979 with Off the Wall. 1999 dropped in 1982. Jackson countered with Thriller, which became the biggest selling album of all time. In response, Prince unleashed Purple Rain in 1984, a cultural phenomenon that solidified his superstardom. The battle for dominance had begun. One of their most infamous encounters happened in 1983 at a James Brown concert. James calls MJ up and he delivers a mind-blowing performance.
Let's give another standing ovation for a young man sitting behind you that you have no idea who's in the audience. Michael Jackson, brother Michael Jackson! Michael Jackson! Michael Jackson! Michael Jackson! Michael Jackson! You gotta come up and say something! You gotta come up and say something! Michael Jackson, come on up, man! Come up and say something! You gotta come up and say something!
But then, Michael leans into Brown and says, "Call up Prince." Challenge accepted. Prince walks on stage, tries to shred on a malfunctioning guitar, and then, oh boy, tries to swing on a stage prop, only to come crashing down into the audience. It was humiliating. And MJ? Oh, he had a field day laughing about it for years. Quincy Jones later revealed that Prince was so upset, he tried to run Michael over backstage. Yeah, it was that serious. The competition wasn't just about album sales. In 1985, Michael co-wrote We Are the World with Lionel Richie. Prince was invited to be part of the all-star charity single, but he refused, thinking the song was, in his words, terrible. Instead, that night he was seen at a Hollywood nightclub. Prince's absence from the song only further fueled the idea that these two were locked in a battle of egos. But the most infamous almost collaboration came in 1987 when Michael invited Prince to duet on Bad. Imagine, two of the biggest stars in the world, facing off in a musical showdown. But there was one problem. Prince hated the opening line, "Your butt is mine." He straight up refused, saying, "Who's singing that to whom? Because you ain't singing that to me." Prince declined and MJ went solo on what became yet another massive hit. Fast forward to 2006 and things took a bizarre turn. will.i.am invited Michael to Prince's Vegas show, where Prince, knowing exactly where MJ was sitting, walked into the crowd, locked eyes with him, and slapped his bass right in his face. MJ was not amused. The next morning over breakfast he fumed, "Prince has always been a meanie." Michael and Prince were both perfectionists, but their creative processes were wildly different. Michael was meticulous in the studio, sometimes recording hundreds of takes to get a track just right. Prince, on the other hand, was a one-take wonder, often recording entire albums in a matter of days. Their approach to performance was also a stark contrast. Michael focused on intricate choreography, stadium-filling spectacle, and a universal appeal. Prince was all about raw, unfiltered musicianship. He played multiple instruments, frequently improvised, and kept things unpredictable. Fans may have debated who was better, but one thing was undeniable: they both changed the game. Over the years, their rivalry took many forms. There were subtle jabs, like Prince refusing to sign a major soda deal because Michael had partnered with Pepsi. There were legendary face-offs, like the infamous ping pong match where Prince reportedly mocked MJ's skills. But deep down, did they truly hate each other? Or was this just the kind of rivalry that fuels greatness? Despite their competition, both men left an indelible mark on music, and in the end, after Michael's passing in 2009, Prince's attitude changed. He reflected on their unique bond, their shared struggles, and the way their legacies would forever be intertwined. So, was it a rivalry? Absolutely. But it was also a rare moment in history when two unparalleled artists pushed each other to greater heights. Without Michael, there may not have been Purple Rain. Without Prince, Bad might have been something entirely different. Love them or pit them against each other, one thing is certain: the world was blessed to witness them both. Let me know in the comments, who do you think had the bigger impact? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos.